Happy New Year 2022, guys. Yep, it's here. We are in 2022 and this will be fabulous year. This will be absolutely fantastic year. So I just wanted to share with you a little bit of life update, what's going on in my life. Because you don't know that yet. I haven't shared that information with you on Instagram or anywhere. Some of you may be guessing because you maybe see me living a little bit of a free world right now, so you may already know. So I resigned from my job. You know, I resigned from Harry Winston in August, but I as well resigned from Tiffany. Long story short, I resigned from Tiffany for health issues. Harry Winston was because the team was full of savages and 4 years of working in a very dark environment was just enough for me, and I decided that I'm full of the drama and I want a freedom. And I got a job at Tiffany randomly. I didn't even really want the job, and I was there very shortly. I was there 2.5 months, guys, but 1 month into my employment I got sick with my nerve. As you see my journey on my Instagram, even in some of my videos I've been mentioning it, how I've been going to chiropractor. I used to go every week, now I go every 2 weeks, and soon I probably do every 3 weeks because I'm getting so much better right now. I'm so happy. Anyway, the reason I left Tiffany was because I just was treated as a number. Like, you know, in Harry Winston, that is like privately or company, even it's very dark and dramatic, it's like you feel like a part of dysfunctional family. I like to say that way because it was very dysfunctional family. It's the real deal, right? A lot of families are dysfunctional. So in Tiffany, you were just a number on in Tiffany, I felt like I was just a number. You know, I had experience in many jobs that the manager is slightly desperate. Of course, they have a lot of pressure and they're putting the pressure on their employees. But once you start treating people like they are things, that's not the future to go. That's just not the way to go. Anyway, I had to decide money or health. I had just like a dilemma because in Tiffany, as well in Harry Winston, you can make great money, like fantastic money, but your health can go to hell. Your private life go to hell. You have no life. You are physically exhausted. It's very fast pace. In Harry Winston, it was just like small environment, small boutique. That's why we had so much time to hate each other. In Tiffany, you don't have time for that. In Tiffany, you don't even have time to use the restroom. I remember once I used the restroom and my manager is like, "Are you on break?" I'm like, "No, but I needed to go to the restroom." Guys, I haven't been told that question. I haven't been questioned about using the restroom in 10 years. And I have to say, the funny thing, both of the managers who did that were French. It was weird. I love French people, just to let you know. Guys, I love French. I love French food, French culture, everything. But both of the women who told me that same question were French, which I thought was quite funny. I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, really kidding me? The first time it happened to me, I felt ashamed. I felt scared. I was so innocent and unexperienced with American culture at the time when I let somebody talk to me this way. This time I didn't take it well, and yeah, whatever, that's the past. So yeah, I resigned because of my health issues. As you see on my Instagram, I've been fixing my hip. I have been holding so much of stress from my job and possibly friendships I gained in Miami, because Miami is kind of full of very tricky people. So I've been holding so much of stress in my body. I mean, the stress can be from my childhood, can be from anything, any experience of my life, right? Then my body just gave up. I'm 37. I mean, things, you know, you cannot hold everything on your shoulders or in your hip forever. Sometimes it will come, you know, and in different ways it will release itself. And at this point for me it was a pain of a different level. I will be crying in the mornings because I was in so much pain I couldn't leave the bed. All I was doing was fixing the pain, then going to work, then not sleeping because I was in pain, and then going to work, and I was just not able to even work out. I completely lost who I was for a few months, and I didn't like it. I was not able to move, and you know, for me, moving, workout is very important. Like for me, that is the best way to clear stress from my mind, and the fact I was not able to do it, that was just really, really bad, and it was all got mixed together, and it was like explosion of bad, just bad. So yeah guys, that is the update for the future. I am not working, and this is the first time in a really long time since I am off work. I actually was kind of scared, kind of uncomfortable, because I've been financially independent for so many years. Like, you know, in retail you can make really great money. I'm not saying I was making fantastic money, but I was making money pretty good to feel independent. And now I'm like, weird. But I think I find a way of understanding who I am, who is new Iveta. And I have to say, me surviving myself with luxury retail and things like that for so many years, it affected me so badly. I was buying things which I could not wear anywhere because I was at work all the time. So I had a closet of designer stuff, but I had no chance to wear it. So now I will have the chance to wear it. So this year will be a year when I am trying to reconnect with who I am. I am European, you know, and I love this country. I love USA, but Miami specifically just made me really, really, how to say it, not luxury, because but it is luxury, but like brand focused, you know what I mean? Like, you will see 16 years old girls running with Chanel or Hermes bags, and you are just like, what's going on? So weird. So I decided to reconnect who I am, who I always was, and I am not losing interest in luxury. I appreciate craftsmanship. I love luxury designers, but I decide that I will rather take a break from buying things I cannot even wear because if I work all the time, to center myself, figure my health, and just live my life a little bit. Like, I'm getting a little bit of tan. I'm getting a little bit of tan for the first time in a really, really long time. So in 2022 I decided I will be shopping smart. I'm not going to cut completely on everything because, you know, I still have certain luxury things in mind, but I'm just more mindful of what I'm spending my money on. I don't want to just buy a bunch of stuff which I don't appreciate. I even have been selling some things, guys, because my closet was just full of stuff I didn't even like, to say it that way. Like, I just didn't care for it anymore, or I never wore it. And if you have something for a long time, you should rethink if really you like it or not, because not always it's just because you don't have the opportunity to wear it. Maybe you just bought it because you were bored, or because, oh, I have the money, I'm here and I'm enjoying this moment, and then you never wear it, you know. And those are kind of mistakes we all do. I feel we all are guilty of this kind of purchases, aren't we? Please tell me you are, because I hope I'm not the only one. So me and my husband, we are even actually thinking, we are really considering moving back to Europe. Strange, right? I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know if we are capable of doing it. I'm really curious how we will be, like, again in such a slower environment than United States is. My husband told me we enjoy Miami to the fullest, and I was just like, not me. I was working all the time. You were having fun, but I worked. And I was stressed and I was tired, and I work with crazy people. You know, clients and your coworkers, no matter how much you meditate, how much yoga you do, how many juices you drink, they will get to you. Their crazy stories, the crazy personalities, their negativity will get to you and it will take a piece of you, and that is something very difficult to get rid of. And probably that's why my health was as well affected by, because Miami people are lovely but crazy. Maybe not so lovely actually, not sure about the lovely part, I should not say that, just crazy and difficult. So on the other side, I do have a little bit of fears of moving to Europe, because we have this idea, we move to Europe and we will travel to through Europe, you know, every other weekend we will do this, but we as well say when we move to Miami we will go to the beach. You know what I mean? It's just difficult to plan like that and then follow up on the plan, because as time goes things change, you change. So I'm just like worried about, you know, so many things. We'll see, maybe we stay, maybe we go, who knows. I'm open because life is a challenge, right? I actually just found out my passport expired, and I find out my Czech passport expired, not the American one, that my birth certificate kind of means nothing. It doesn't really mean that I'm a citizen of Czech Republic. They need some kind of certification of my citizenship. I'm just like, and you get that from my birth certificate. Doesn't make any sense. The certificate by itself proves nothing to you, but if I get a certificate of the certificate, you take it. It's a funny world, guys. It's a funny world. So anyway, this year, guys, I'm expecting to be focused on myself, on my body, to get in the best shape of my life, because I can finally move again. And it made me so happy. You have no idea. These things are so important. Movement is so important. Stretching and be physically active, you know, breathe the air, enjoying a little bit of the sunshine if you have the possibility is so important, because it can be very depressing if you have to be locked down in an office or store all day long. Anyway, so yeah, wellness and fitness will be the most focus of this year for me personally. I will shop, but I will shop smartly. I am not planning to ruin my wallet over trends. I don't follow trends anyway. I'm more focused on personal style, as I always was. That's why I always invest into pieces which are more of classic and not as trend driven. That's why I don't like logo clothes. Like sometimes I appreciate it, I like it on some people, but the second I decide should I buy it, I'm just like no, because I will wear it once and I will never wear it again, and that's thousands of dollars wasted, right? So yes, this year I'm focused on that. I'm focused on reconnecting with my friends. I may cut off some friends, because guys, you will be so surprised how people change towards you for a simple things like just like starting my YouTube channel. Like I had received so much of negativity from certain people who I thought will be supportive, and then the people I thought won't be supportive, they supported. It's a weird world sometimes. People can be so weird. I'm not saying they're unwishful. I mean, I'm just growing my channel right now, but it's not like I got somewhere far yet. It's the plan. But what I'm saying, so subscribe if you didn't do yet. That's the long-term plan with my channel, you know what I mean? Really, the main focus of this year for me is to reconnect with people I like, the people who've been there for me and I like to be there for them. And fitness and wellness. My health is priority, and even it was difficult to resign my job because I like to receive the checks, you know, and blow my money on handbags, shoes and cosmetics. It was fun, but I just wanted as well to have the opportunity to spend some time with my husband. Like maybe I'm gonna drive him crazy because I'm home. He works from home, but honestly, during COVID lockdown, we like super reconnected. We had just like our relationship like bloom to like something I always wanted to have. So for me, this is also opportunity to work on a relationship we have, spend more time together, laugh, you know, just, you know, enjoy life, enjoy the life. I don't believe anymore life is only about working till you are sick, because it happened to me twice actually. It happened to me once in Europe when we moved here, and I even had to have a little surgery, and now it happened again with numbness of a body which is almost gone. By the way, Theragun is quite impressive, guys. I have to tell you, don't hurt yourself if you have one or if you're planning to get one, because it can be dramatic, but it's pretty impressive. It helps a lot to the bottom part of my body. It's incredible. So as well, I want to bring a little bit more to my channel. I want to focus on more vlogging. I want to actually get myself to make 2 videos a week. They may be a little bit shorter, but they will be 2. We'll see, we'll see. I have to work on it because now I have time, which is fantastic, fantastic, and I'm so happy. So guys, that is the tea of my life at the moment. That is the secret which I was holding to myself, because I was learning how to live new lifestyle as a not working woman. Yeah, it's difficult. Sometimes it's difficult to not to have your income coming every 2 weeks. I wanted to thank you so much for all your support. You guys been amazing. Thank you for your beautiful holiday wishes. Thank you for supporting me on Instagram, here on YouTube channel, and I wish you wonderful, wonderful, wonderful January. And guys, we go from there, right? Life is open book. We never know what can happen. I learn how much health is important, because even if I have Chanel bags, Dior bags, beautiful designer clothes and nice gold jewelry, it doesn't bring me anything if I can actually feel good because I'm not healthy. So yes, I just wanted to share with you how important is to take care of your health. I know I'm now not working, so you may feel like, oh, you know how it is not to have a time to work out or being tired. Yes, and I respect that, guys. It's terrible. But I swear to you guys, 5-10 minutes, you don't have to work out. Stretching, little, I don't care for yoga for some reason these days. I just use few movements from yin yoga, and I recommend you to do it so much, because guys, we all hold so much in our body, so many emotions. Sometimes when I have after I deeply stretch, I do very intensive stretching till I want to smack myself on the ground because I'm in so much pain. You know, I feel like America will make you, but as well it will break you. And I've been broken here a lot because it's difficult to make it in this country. You really have to give your all, because otherwise it will chew you. And that was definitely the lesson of the past 11 years me living here. Difficult, very difficult. So guys, anyway, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for liking my videos, for your lovely comments. Don't forget to subscribe. We already talked about it. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram. I'm planning to post more. I'm planning to do more vlogging, more fashion, because you've been asking for fashion. So I'm planning to create fashion which is not just luxury fashion, but combination, because I don't believe to stick to just one thing. There's so many beautiful options in the world. But as well, I don't believe in I've been seeing so many big hauls on YouTube and Instagram, and people receive boxes and boxes of clothes. That's not good. That's not what I believe is right, and that's not what we should be doing, because environment is not good. I see how hot Miami gets, New York, the weather, Europe, the weather. We have tornadoes in my little town where I'm from, which we never had. The world is changing, and we have to change as well, because, you know, mass production is destroying the world for sure. So I'm just happy not to be part of the kind of environment anymore. By the way, when I worked for Fendi, I am very against fur, like very against fur. I'm not perfect, but I'm very against fur. So for me, it was very difficult to work there. But that's story for another time. So right now, I'm going to tell my husband to go get a wine, because I'm feeling like this beautiful day of today deserves to be closed with lovely wine. Because I already had the tea with you guys. Cheers. See you next week. Bye.